mighty Panthers, we're from Surrey Park. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and chin. We'll fight and fight for the black and white, for the Panthers always win. No, we're from Surrey Park. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the Panther of old, we're strong and we're bold. Oh, we're from Surrey, we're black and we're white. Oh, we're from Surrey Park. We are the Donvale boys. We are the good old green, black and white. We're the team that sticks through thick and thin. We do our very best to earn our win. We love our football. We play it fairly. We hit them squarely. And they will know that they'll be playing against the good old. We're from Surrey Park. The mighty Panthers, we're from Surrey Park. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and chin. We'll fight and fight for the black and white, for the Panthers always win. No, we're from Surrey Park. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the Panther of old, we're strong and we're bold. Oh, we're from Surrey, we're black and we're white. Oh, we're from Surrey Park.
Yes, welcome back to Jubilee Park. The under-19s grand final run and done, and it was Upper Ferntree Gully crown premiers of the Division 3 under-19s. 9-9-63 defeating Knox 8-6-54. And it was the captain of Upper Gully, Braden Wilson, named best on ground. We've got the reserves coming up. It's the first of two grand finals between the Surrey Park Panthers and Donvale Magpies. A massive day for both the Surrey Park Football Club and the Donvale Football Club. I'm Josh Wood. Joined in the pre-game by Ryan Long. We'll be joined in the call by Blake Tennant. But as I mentioned, Ryan, it's the start of a big day for the Panthers and the Magpies.
Oh, it is. It's always unique when the two sides who play in the senior grand final then play in the reserves beforehand, and obviously you've got the two best sides in for both competitions, and that's always great to see. That it always usually means that we're in for a couple of tight contests, and similar to the seniors, I think this result can go either way, and we're already off to a great start, as you said, with the 19s and Upper Ferntree Gully getting across the line by just 9 points over Knox, and the wind seems to have picked up just a little bit since that first game, and just noticing out there at the moment, it'll probably come and go, that breeze, again favouring the Aqua Nation or the right hand of your screen. So keep obviously that in mind as the game goes on and what sort of impact that will have. I'm assuming whoever does win the toss will be kicking to the right side of the screen and kicking down the hill to Aqua Nation. Yeah, and it'll be crucial to get off to that fast start. Let out the nerves. There'll obviously be plenty of nerves, but these two sides, they're familiar with the big stage. They played reserves grand finals last year. Donvale obviously winning in tight circumstances by 2 points against Warrandyte. Surrey Park going down by 2 points to Scoresby on the other hand in the Division 4 reserves grand final. As Blake Tennant, who will be calling all the action alongside myself, down on ground level doing MC duties and doing a magnificent job at that as well. Don't inflate his ego too much.
I'll try my best not to. But it's certainly going to be an interesting contest. There's plenty of players with senior experience this year, even in the lineup. A look at Surrey Park. Michael Paolini, of course, a premiership player alongside in the seniors, alongside Ryan Higgins and Matthew Garvin, Kobe Vitaka. You look at the Donvale side of things. Brandon Kapakalakis is one name that stands out. Michael Whitburn, Kate Fidelani, Braden Bowden as well coming into the lineup. Dylan Sinisic. There's a lot of players who, if they're playing at their best, they can play in the senior lineup, isn't there, Ryan?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and Paolini is going to be a very interesting one because we saw him last year and the impact he had in the senior final series for Surrey Park and playing a really important role in that grand final game against Kilsyth. Looking forward to seeing him. You look at Donvale and some of those names. Kapakalakis is a very important player to their side. We've obviously seen James Buckingham at his best. Fidelani. These are the guys that are going to probably lead the way. Heveroon's a really important player. Toby Nash. There's some really good names who've had that mix of seniors and reserves footy across their times at Donvale. As we see on the screen right now, Surrey Park lining up for their grand final photo, and they'll be wearing the home clash, the bars, and then the senior side will be wearing the Surrey Hills clash jumper, the red and blue, which also looks just as great. And we're going to have a quick look at Donvale's jumper as well. They've got their Clone clash jumper, which is great too. The silver with the white and green black V up the top, which looks just as good.
Two pretty impressive clash strips, I have to admit, for both sides.
Well, that's what we like. We do like the clubs that do have the clash jumper, and they don't have to rely on wearing their EFNL clash jumpers when this sort of situation arises. But we're going to be going down to Blake Tennant in just a moment for the presentations, who will be kick-starting us.
On behalf of the Eastern Football Netball League, welcome to Jubilee Park, Ringwood, for today's Eastland Division 3 Reserve Grand Final between Surrey Park and Donvale. We begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather and pay our respects to elders, past and present. We extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Congratulations and best of luck for both sides competing into today's decider. Officiating umpires for today's match are, in the field, Georgia Scott, Ollie Taylor and Paul Dennis. In the boundary, Alex Jones and Patrick Thompson. In goal is Kieran Costantino and Roger Fraser. I would now like to ask to be upstanding with the players and umpires for the national anthem of Australia. Make the best team win.
All set for action out here at Jubilee Park for the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final. Surrey Park up against Donvale. And the last the last couple of Reserves Grand Finals, to touch on it shortly, have been pretty close as the two captains move into the middle of Jubilee Park, or not quite yet. I will be joined shortly by my co-caller for today, Blake Tennant. As I mentioned, done a great job on the mic. As the two teams get their final addresses from their coaches, their captains. The coach for Surrey Park, of course, playing Liam Deutsch, and Daniel Michelangeli for Donvale. As I am now joined by Blake Tennant. Blake, great to be alongside you for this game.
Yes, Josh, thank you very much. Yes, very pleased to always get back to Jubilee Park. It's always a special ground, and I don't know if you mentioned this, Josh, but the last 3 years of the Division 3 reserves has been nail-biters. I think we had a golden point as well, which went to Donvale, I believe, was it?
I think it was Waverley Blues
Waverley
in
Blues, that's it.
2022.
And then Donvale prevailed by a goal last year, and could we be in the same position as what we have been? The conditions, Josh, are just sensational down here at Jubilee Park, which is what you want to be really happy about as well. So we're in for a good clash here. I know you're excited.
Of course.
Your buddy had your little tent at Jubilee Park before we come out. So I know you're very excited. Came here very late though, Josh.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I thought you would get here for the 19s, but
I came here for the 19s, so the last 3 quarters of the under 19s.
Yeah, I thought you'd be brought in early.
But
maybe a late breakfast to get your nerves up and away. Maybe.
But Surrey Park, they're kicking to the left of your screen. Donvale will be kicking with the slight breeze to the right of your screen or to the Aqua Nation end. I've just noticed a number change as well for Surrey Park. Mark Steiner was listed as number 51. He's now wearing number 26. So it'll be Cade Vitolani and Robert Swan, 2 players with senior experience this year, to kick us off for the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final. Blake Tennant to get us underway.
Yeah, so the 2 rucks going at it in Swan. And from Donvale it was Vitolini. Swan gets a handball away there. Surrey Park looking to get it onto the attack early stages of this game. Of course, they booked the first ticket into today's decider, of course. Donvale won last week to get into this decider. Strong tackle there, and it's going to be a high free tackle there going to Kane Fallahay. He does a short kick there, finds a teammate in Oliver Anderson. He does a short inboard kick, and we're on the outer side wing down here at Jubilee Park at the scoreboard end. Crowd's going to be building for the big decider straight after this job.
Then a half forward. Garvin had front position, couldn't take the mark. Donvale have the numbers out the back. They get a handball now, looking in the direction of Heverin, who was held without it. And Scott Heverin can go back. And with the breeze, he could potentially kick the first goal of this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final. He's kicked 2 goals this season, has Scott Heverin. And it was Paul Yacono who mentioned to me before, he'll need to kick it left to right at this end. He angles it towards the left goalpost, too far to the left. Donvale have the first score of this grand final. It's just a minor one behind. Donvale plays Surrey Park yet to score. 3 minutes gone in this first quarter.
Yes, indeed. Reserves grand final, of course. Surrey Park got the first ticket into today's decider. Donvale, of course, won last week in a prelim final by 20 points over Upper Gully as well. Just to recap as well, if you just tuned in, Upper Gully did win the under-19s grand final as well. They had a massive win there. So Upper Gully win the 19s.
Which is great to see.
It is good to see. New team and coming into division as play resumes. And tries to find that teammate that was in O'Brien, but getting there first is Declan Hauser, who gets wrapped up in a big tackle, and he's going to that player from Donvale in Kapakula Carcass. Sorry, Josh.
It is a mouthful. It is a mouthful, I have to admit.
As he does a big strong kick out the back here, snap around the corner. And it's going to go through for a behind. So that means Donvale got all the scoring early days here. 2 behinds to Surrey Park yet to score. We're about 4 minutes in to this first quarter of the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final.
Matt Hodges will take this kick in. One of a few new faces into Surrey Park this season. Goes to this broadcast side, looking in the direction of Steiner. Couldn't take the mark. It went over the top of him. Donvale have the numbers out the back, but Robert Swan sees it out of bounds right in front of his interchange bench.
And I reckon, beef going on here.
And I reckon I've noticed one thing as well, another number change for Surrey Park. Mitch Gale wearing the number 8 for the Panthers.
So the 14, Josh.
Yes. As the ball tossed back into play. Swan manages to get the clearance. Looking for Kane Fallahay, was held without it. And the former Donvale man played plenty of reserves footy between 2019 and 2022 for Donvale. He elects to go short, looking for Gale, who's just come onto the ground. Backwards handball to Zach Mulholland. Gale calling for it. He gets it to him now, does Mulholland. It wasn't a great handball, though. Gale will look to follow up his own work. Rhodes in and under. Tried to dig a handball out. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll have a ball up right on the MEGT logo, forward of centre for Surrey Park. Or Donvale.
Yes, on the MEGT. Do a terrific job for the league. Hand pass there. Donvale got all the numbers going early here. That was kicked by Shanks there. And a push. And it's going to Surrey Park.
Let's go on to Donvale.
Donvale, sorry. And that's going to William Larder. He kicked Donvale's first for the day.
Well, this would be a much-deserved goal. They've had most of the territory.
Maybe it is going to go to the right, Josh. Who knows?
Yeah.
Time will tell, though. I don't want to jinx anything because whenever I jinx something, it actually happens. So we'll see how this goes. So William Larder can kick Donvale's first for the day and set them up for the day as well. He lines up. Kick gets on its way. It's there. That's the first goal of the Division 3 Grand Final. And that is to Donvale with number 24 there, William Larder, kicking the first goal for the Vales today for the Magpies. Josh.
It's his 9th goal of the season, and Donvale, as you can see on your screens, they moved to 1-8. Surrey Park yet to score. 6.5 minutes gone in this first quarter. As we mentioned, there is a slight breeze to the right of your screen, but still, Donvale have, as I mentioned, had the better start. Been mostly in their attacking half to start this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final as Fidelani and Robert Swan move into position in this centre bounce. Swan managed to get a tap or cancel out Fidelani's tap, and umpire will call for it once again. Still remaining in the middle of Jubilee Park. As it's once again tossed up. Swan got the big tap down, looking in the direction of Jack Rowe. Smart tap to Kane Fallahay. They might get an inside 50 entry. Surrey Park, they do. It went past Ollie Anderson. Clearing was the Donvale man, and they send it to true centre half forward with a big kick. Looking in the direction of Harry Ablett. Ablett burned off his opponent. Handball went straight to Josh Pollock, though. Tried to get it to Robert Swan, who couldn't completely control it, and put his teammate in Ruben O'Brien under a bit of pressure. Umpire will call for a true centre-half forward for Donvale as they look to get another goal on the board, Mike.
Yes, indeed. Fast starting Donvale to pretty much there. Swan gets the hit out. This is better by Surrey Park. Where would this sit? It does sit really well. Got a hand pass going for the Panthers now. But Donvale, again, just got all the numbers here. They're doing a lot of handballing, and it's working well. This is going to sit well. It does. And a strong tackle there. Well done there. That was by Lamari. Is that right, Josh?
Lemaire, I believe.
Sorry. Lemaire, sorry. Of course, I am talking to the mayor of Surrey Park. Thought I would say that.
Says the mayor of Montrose.
And a short kick there. And a kick there. Well done to Matthew Hodges. Another short kick. Finds a teammate there. Slowing it down here, Surrey Park. Oliver Anderson. And that is not a good kick. It's turned over. It's going to go to Daniel Mead. He bombs it in forward for Donvale. Pressure is definitely on Donvale early stages here. A hand pass there by Panthers there, and a short kick there. This is better. Well done there. That was by Lemaire again. He's playing some terrific footy early stages here. Donvale looking to get another one on the board. We haven't seen it in Surrey Park's forward 50 this quarter, and that's going to go out of bounds. On the pocket here, down here at Jubilee Park here. Beautiful conditions. Can't ask for a much better day here, Josh. And the wind is there's a little bit of wind, but not too much. It's beautiful conditions outside. And what a day it's going to be. You know, these two sides will meet again after this game in the seniors. So let's see who will get the first blood of the day, you would say. So they get a kick here to Surrey Park. Mark not taken. Donvale again on the attack, which has been there. Big fly there, and that's going to go out of bounds on the Eastland side. Terrific job they do all season long. Of course, with the Eastland match of the round, which will be today after this.
Which is the Division 3 Seniors Grand Final. Also, as we keep saying, between Donvale and Surrey Park, the reserves, it's Donvale leading 8-0 as the tap down found Joel Rhodes. Looks to handball it to himself. Boundary line beats him. Another ball in on the far side, half-forward flank for Donvale, who only kicked one goal despite having most of the territory in the early stages of this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final. Swans going up in ruck against Curry. Donvale will look to win this clearance through Curry. Handball went backwards. Diving onto it there was Roper. Plenty of pressure being applied from both sides in that passage of play, and umpire says I'll look to clear this lock up and toss it up as once again Curry won the tap down. Marcus Merry sharked it well. Sends it to centre wing on the far side, which was where most of the play has been. Akiana and Kobe Vitaka. Wrapping up Scott Heverin there. And umpire will once again call for this ball up. So halfway through this first quarter, Donvale leading. A Swan high up and under kick. Eventually finds Kane Fallahay. Umpire said it went 15. Fallahay looks on the far side. He sends it to the half-forward flank, looking for Harry Lakiana, but did really well there, Nicholas Chancellor. Donvale will look to bite off the 45 kick, and they find Dylan Sinisic. Goes back to Cade Filani, been impressive. It's been an intriguing ruck duel, him against Robert Swan, as Filani goes short to his fellow big man, Riley Curry. Goes to the far side, to the half-forward flank. Garvin couldn't take the mark. In fact, that was Hayden Smith. On the ground, Donvale have the numbers. They work this out well through Chancellor. Handball was a pretty decent one in the end. They get the shot on goal. It's to the right. Donvale move to 1-3-9. Surrey Park yet to score. We've played 12 minutes in this first quarter of the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final between the Panthers and the Vales, Blake.
Yes, plenty of green and black around here as we talk, but there'll be plenty of black and white on the other side of Jubilee Park, where the ball has not been sighted so far in their full 50 for Surrey Park there. Dragged that in, I reckon. Not called.
I reckon that could have been holding the ball.
Yeah.
It was definitely there.
It was. But we're on the bench here of Surrey Park. Swan gets a hit. And Nutty's gone very far. Another hit they come. This is better by the Panthers. They try to look him forward, but it's pretty much Surrey Park. They do get the clearance out the back here. Where would this go? It's going to be a race, but Donvale do really well there, and that's going to be a free kick.
High.
And it's going to be a high free kick. And we don't know what's it's a vantage call going to Donvale, but it's intercepted by Surrey Park, and a short kick and a mark taken there. That was by Gale, Josh, as you alluded to earlier on. We don't like jumper changes on grand final day. I'm sorry, Josh.
No, it's fair enough.
Tell them to fix them up down there, mate.
I'm not the... Yeah, it's... we'll move on, but
Yeah.
some nice play there from Hayden.
It was better.
Nice play from Hayden Smith as well, who's certainly going to be interesting to see how he goes. Haven't played most of the season, if not all of the season in the seniors.
So Mitch Gale can line up and kick Surrey Park's first of the day. And it's going to go to the right of the goalpost, and that moves Surrey Park, their first major of the day, but it's just behind. So 1 behind to Donvale, 9.
Mead will rebound from his defensive 50. It's a big booming kick. Kapakalakis is out the back. He'll go up against Marcus Merry. Picks this up very cleanly. Does Kapakalakis. Wheels onto his left. Had options over the top. Bounced in favour of them. Ollie Anderson for Surrey Park is there. Might have dragged that in. And umpire will just call for the ball up right near the Donvale goals. They've moved it quickly from defence to attack, have the Vales, which we could be seeing a bit of today in both the reserves and the seniors grand finals. As Swan goes up in ruck against Curry. Got it down to his captain, Declan Hauser. Mead will nearly cut it off. He does now. Looks for a handball option. He finds one, but he was up against 2 Surrey Park players, and once again, umpire will call for the ball up inside forward 50 for Donvale. Can they get another goal on the board? As winning that tap down, Riley Curry in the direction of Mead. Tapped it forward, but to no avail. Anderson goes backwards to Declan Hauser. Hauser goes down the line in the Paolini direction. In front position, though, Andy O'Meara who looks to go in ball because he's got plenty of options. Steiner came in from the side, but couldn't stop Chancellor from taking the mark. Chancellor with a darting left football gets it inside 50, too hot for his teammates. And the ball will be out of bounds. Right forward pocket for Donvale. Another chance on goal for the Vales, who lead 1-3-9. Surrey Park one behind, 15 and a half minutes gone in this first quarter of the Division 3 Reserves decider, as Swan looks like he's going up in ruck alone. He is.
I think it's going to be a redo, Josh, maybe?
I think it is. Maybe the wind did play a little bit of a factor there, but it is just going to be a redo as Ruben O'Brien dishes the handball back to the Surrey. Dishes it back to the boundary umpire, as Donvale will get a ruck in there now, and that is Ben Jeffrey. He won the tap down, did Jeffrey, to Ollie Anderson. Anderson sends it not outside his defensive 50. Intercept mark taken. Daniel Mead had a bit of it the last couple of minutes. He can go back for goal here. I feel like he's the type of player that would have a pretty decent left shoe on him, Daniel Mead. He's kicked 5 goals for the season as he gets a bit of angle. It's just going to be a set-up kick in the end. Swan got the spoil in. Surrey have the numbers out the back, but reading it best was Braden Bowden. Misses to the right. Donvale missing some chances. They move to 1-4-10. Surrey Park one behind. 16 and a half minutes gone. First quarter in this reserves grand final between the Panthers and the Magpies.
I feel like Donvale just haven't put Surrey Park away yet.
They haven't.
They've, if you think about it, 1 goal 4, that could be turning into 5 goals potentially. So a slow start by the Panthers. Of course, the nerves. They were in the grand final in the reserves last year. Unfortunately, fell short. Inboard kick going onto the corner of the mark, but mark is taken by the Donvale player. That was marks there. And a mark taken, almost tries to scoop this one up, and that's going to be a ball up there. So that mark was taken by Chancellor.
He's had a good game, Nicholas Chancellor.
Yep, he has. So the 2 rucks going at it for both sides. A strong tackle yet again. So we're on the arc here inside Donvale's forward 50 this quarter, where the ball has heavily been in this quarter. Swan gets another handball. He's doing terrific things, the ruckman. And it's going to be another ball up. Just want to lock it in here, Donvale. They've got nearly 2 minutes. Or if they do time on, I don't know if they do in the reserves.
I believe it's for the second half time on.
There you go, and that's a strong tackle. Well done there. That was tackled there. Well, number 59, Josh. Who did you say that was?
It might be 56, Joel
56,
Rhodes.
sorry, that's the one. So Joel Rhodes, strong tackle there. I saw a 59, my bad. So Joel Rhodes, that's a short kick on the pocket of Surrey Park's defensive arc, and that's not a good kick. It's pressure on here for Surrey Park. A strong tackle. And it's going to be a ball up. Geez, the pressure's been very good here by Donvale, Josh.
It has forced the Surrey defence into some errors, hasn't it, Blake?
It has. As the 2 rucks collide here. And a mark taken there. Well done by Donvale. That was by Nash. Where would this one go? And a great mark taken there. Oh, sorry, they just don't need to rush things out here. They've got a minute to go in this first quarter of the Eastland Division 3 Reserves Grand Final. Donvale again got the numbers, and it's an unlucky bounce, and it's going to be a boundary throw in just about, I would say, maybe about 35 seconds to go in this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final.
Is this ball about to be tossed back into play? Can Donvale snag a late goal? They won the tap down, but to Mark Steiner. Hauser, kick off the ground from Mitch Gale. Found the hands of Donvale, so they might get another opportunity on goal. Donvale handball it back to Scott Heverin. Heverin starting ball inside 50 is a really good one. And a chance on goal after the siren for Donvale. And it'll go to Nicholas Chancellor, the former Baldwin man. Spent the last couple of seasons in the Donvale, at the Donvale Football Club, and this from a slight angle to speak of. He'll probably be kicking from right on the 50-metre arc, and there you could argue genuine 50-metre arcs out here at Jubilee Park.
Yeah.
As Chancellor with a chance to extend Donvale's lead to 50 points. Kobe Vitaka trying to distract him on the mark, but Chancellor comes in and gets it there. That's a brilliant finish from Nicholas Chancellor to end the quarter for Donvale. They lead 2-4-16. Surrey Park one behind. That's a bit of momentum now for Donvale heading into the second quarter. We will go to a break, and when we return, we'll bring you that second quarter of action out here at Jubilee Park in the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final between Surrey Park and Donvale.
Reminder to all patrons, the dry area is in front of the pavilion. You'll see the sign saying no alcohol beyond this point. Please remember the dry area is in front of the pavilion. If you have alcohol, we'll be asked to move on from there. Thank you.
Welcome back to Jubilee Park for the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final, the first of two grand finals between Surrey Park and Donvale. It is Donvale who lead 2-4-16 to Surrey Park, one behind. It'll be interesting to see if this next quarter does show there is a bit of an advantage heading to the Aquanation end or to the right of your screen out here at Jubilee Park. Josh Wood here alongside Blake Tennant. Pretty impressive start from Donvale, Blake, wasn't it?
It was. It truly was. And let's see if Surrey Park can take the chances that they should have taken in that first quarter here, Josh.
Absolutely, as it'll be Robert Swan going up in ruck once again against Cade Fidelani. Certainly going to be an interesting second quarter. Can Surrey respond? We're about to find out. Blake Tennant to get us on the way.
Yes, it's the two rucks as Josh alluded to. Swan got the hit out. He's playing pretty good here for Surrey Park here. And the two rucks yet again. Fidelini got the hit out there for Donvale. Bit of a high tackle, but nothing called. So we're just in the middle now of Jubilee Park as we speak. Swan got the hit out there. He's playing terrific. Gets a snap there. That was by Scott Heverin. Surrey Park play all by himself. A hand pass there. And it goes well. They get it inside the 452. Donvale and a mark taken. And that's taken again by that player, Josh. They kicked the first for Donvale in Will Larder. Was that his ninth, you said, Josh, or was it the other player?
His ninth goal of the season was for William Larder.
Yeah, so this will be goal number 10, potentially. We talk about the jinx, Josh. We don't talk about that. So here he is, Will Larder. Can kick Donvale's third of the day. He lines up. Kick gets on its way. It's through. Donvale a fast start in this Division 3 Eastland Reserves Grand Final. They're all over at the moment over Surrey Park. They lead 3-4-22 to Surrey Park, one behind.
It is a terrific start from Donvale in this grand final. Looking to make it back-to-back premierships in both the reserves and the seniors. And the reserves are well and truly on track, kicking to the left of your screen in this, the second quarter, as up we go. Swan won the tap down, was locked up immediately though by Cade Fidelani alongside Brandon Kapakalakis. And it's slightly forward of centre, bit of niggle between Fidelani and Swan as Fidelani won that tap down. Falahay couldn't run onto it, tried to steal it off Kapakalakis. And the ball will once again be tossed up in the middle of Jubilee Park. Can Surrey Park respond? Donvale have had the much better start in this reserves grand final. There'll be an off-the-ball free kick going to Donvale. So they'll get another opportunity inside forward 50, will the Vales. As they send it in that direction now with a penetrating ball out the back is Nick Tanner. Tapped it in front of him, dove on it, so has to get a handball away. It's to Donvale's advantage. Kapakalakis, the smart backwards tap. Eventually finds teammate, and it's Matt Hodges who intercepted it to Kane Falahay. Shows a bit of speed, goes out to this broadcast side, finds Mark Steiner. In the middle he goes to Ryan Higgins. Part of the senior premiership last year for Surrey Park. Looks in the Deutsch direction, got this ball in from behind. A handball away to Ollie Anderson, who can snap on his left and get Surrey Park the first goal of this game for the Panthers, I should say. Ollie Anderson kicks his 10th goal of the season, and it's Surrey Park's first of the day. 1-1-7 the Panthers, Donvale 3-4-22. They needed an immediate response, Blake, and they got that.
This could be the confidence boost, Josh, for Surrey Park. They needed that goal to get things going for the Panthers, because it looked like it was going to be all the Magpies at the moment in Donvale. So a slow start here, but this could be the way that Surrey Park could start their impressive run here. Doing terrific things as well. Surrey Park at their first of the day in the second quarter, 3.5 minutes in, approaching 4 minutes into this Division 3 Eastland Reserves Grand Final. Swan and, of course, Fizzolini. Swan gets a hit out there. Well done here by Donvale, but Surrey Park again got the numbers. And another strong tackle. So it's just going to be like, I feel like the confidence boost. They needed that goal, so just to get them going. 2 rucks going at it. And it's going to be rolling through. And it's going to be another ball up. We're just about on the arc, end the 50. Definitely 50 metres, Josh. I know clubs like to put their little 45 and say it's 50, but it's actually 45. So good to see here. 2 rucks going at it. And a strong tackle there.
Tell you one player who looks like he's trying to be a bit more active, Mark Steiner. He's certainly someone, if he gets on a roll, can take the game by the scruff of the neck for Surrey Park.
Yeah, stoppages will be a lot today as well. Just the way the matchup is key today. So, Ruck's got a hit out. Anderson, he's playing superb. Same as Swan, he's been terrific. That was touch, young man. I don't know why he wanted to mark that. It was clearly touched. And it's going to be on the cricket pitch down here at Jubilee Park. Big crowd expected today. Perfect conditions for footy. Could not ask for better conditions because this is what we have come to see. And a little bit of hold there. That's going to go to Surrey Park, and that's going to go to Kane Fallahay. He plays on immediately. A strong kick to a player there. That's my man. Not taken. I wanted to say, they did say to mention that. That's Paolini, champion of Surrey Park. And a kick off the ground. Donvale again got the numbers. They get a snap kick there to the middle of the ground down here. What a kick that was. Well, where was the sit? Donvale got the numbers. A kick there by Kapakalakis. And Donvale got the numbers down the back here in the corner, and a strong tackle there. And it's pinned as well. It's going to be holding the ball. And it's going to go to Nick Tanner. Oh, no, it's a ball up. I thought play was stopped. My bad. I'll just continue commentating there, Josh.
As Garvin went up in ruck against Larder, it's Donvale with the numbers on the ground. Bowden spun his way out of trouble. Garvin looks like he's down behind play for Surrey Park. As the kick is turned over to Hayden Smith. He finds Ruben O'Brien on this broadcast side. Good kick in the direction of Kane Fallahay, I should say. Fallahay dabbing ball over the top, tries to find his coach in Deutsch. He was under a bit of pressure. Handball wasn't great, and it'll be cut off by Joel Rhodes, who was taken high. And he has it slightly forward of centre, or forward of centre for Donvale. He's slow to get up on his feet, the former Blackburn man, as Harry Lakiana looks like he's calling for the trainer. But he does.
Right. He's brave. He looks like a brave guy, Josh.
As Ray Baird would say, he's just winded. As the 45 kick finds Mitch Gale. Goes to Noah Alexander. Has a forward of centre for Surrey Park and sends it deeper forward inside 50 in the Paolini direction. Couldn't take the mark. Rose out the back. Snap on goal is to the left. Would have been a decent goal that from Jack Rowe, but it's just a minor score. Surrey Park moved to 1-2-8. Donvale 3-4-22. Nearly 8 minutes gone, second quarter in this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final between the Panthers and the Vales.
Yes, it is. Good game of footy so far. Donvale they're just waiting, I feel like, to explode here, and Surrey Park are just slowing them down, which is good to see. You want to slow down Donvale as much as you can. And kick there. Mark taken there. It's by that player again in Kapakalakis. That was a kick there. Mark taken. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in. A little bit of a complaint there, but anyway, play moves on. Change of rucks here as well. Oh no, same ones. And it was a hit out there to Fitilani. He gets a hit out there. And bomb it long. And a little bit of a fist there for Donvale, and a strong tackle there by Michael Paolini. He didn't want me to mention his name quite a lot during the week when we did go down to Surrey Park during the week, same as Donvale. Just get the build up ready for the big decider, of course, with Saturday action to be played.
Of course, it was great to be down there at both clubs with obviously the seniors playing later on, as we keep saying, as the Donvale reserves managed to get it out of defensive 50 through Shanks. Handball was cut off. But it was great to be down at both clubs.
It was.
On Tuesday night, of course. A big build-up ahead of this grand final this grand final day, I should say, between Surrey Park and Donvale. The Swan goes up in ruck against Fidelani. Swan won the hit out. Fidelani won the clearance, though. Handballs to Sinisic, who's wrapped up by Joel Rhodes, and another ball up. Far side, half-forward flank. And once again, Swan and Fidelani will lock up in this ruck contest. Swan won it down. Anderson tried to run onto it for Surrey Park. He did. Got it out to Noah Alexander. Will be pinged. A great tackle by Kate Fidelani.
There's a bit of beef going on here. I don't know if they've liked each other today, Josh. How many times have they played against each other? You're the encyclopedia.
I think this is the fourth time the Donvale seniors and reserves have gone up against each other this season. There is could be a little bit of a rivalry there.
Yeah,
obviously, the top two sides in Division 3, in both the reserves and seniors, as Pollock sends it forward again for Surrey Park. Alexander picked up the ground ball, sent it in the direction of Paolini. Back to Alexander, who ran out of real estate. The check side was going to be a
Free
behind.
kick.
There is a free kick.
Paolini, I believe, maybe. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's just a boundary throw.
Directed as it's there anyway. I'm just going to stick to commentating, Josh, I reckon. Not today, I know.
No, you're a champion umpire.
Yes. Yes, anyway, those days are officially over, that's for sure. As the kick gets continued on here and a mark taken by Donvale. They just want to slow things down. Past the 10-minute mark of this second quarter here. Bit of a hold going on there. Will be a holding free. There you go. That's my first one of the day. Well done. There we go. We're on the money there.
Umpire Blake Tennant on the money.
As they do it. Kick there. And a mark taken there. What a player this guy's been. Robert Swan doing terrific things for Donvale early stages of this game. He kicks it to the forward 50 arc of Surrey Park. And that's just going to be a boundary throw-in, of course. Big afternoon ahead. They're down around the grounds, coming down to Jubilee Park today, and of course all other grounds today. Tormore Reserve, Bayswater Oval. They're the main ones today, but this one is the biggest stage of them all today, Josh.
Absolutely, it is. And let us know where you're tuning in from around the globe or across Australia. As Surrey Park go inside 50, Fitaka picked up the ground ball. It's Donvale who pick up from that Vitaka kick. Anderson sends it deeper inside 50, but it's a shank out of bounds on the full. But
yeah, well, there were some people from viewing. before. And to take the kick here will be Joel Rhodes. He does a short kick there. And first to get there was Gale. Jumper change, of course, wearing the number 8.
Always love a lumber change.
Yeah, grand final day especially, Josh. Not good enough. So you do that, do Surrey Park. A great kick there to Paolini. That's a hand pass. There's another one there. Donvale got the numbers going here. Mark almost taken there. Hand pass there to Donvale going. That's a strong tackle. Well done there. That was by Remy Lemare. He does a kick. Fly, almost hanger. Couldn't get there. This is strong pressure by Surrey Park here. They get things going. Well done. That was great. Mark, and a great tick there. Well done there. That was by to Riley Curry. He takes a good mark. And another mark taken. They just want to slow it down. Do Donvale. There's literally like a minute left to go in this second quarter. And Scott Heveren's got the ball in there. That's what they're doing. They're just slowing things down. They don't need to do anything. They just want the lead here at half-time. They lead by 14. And they're just going to slow things down. And they do. Try to find a mark, and they do. And that's a mark taken again by
And 25.
Riley Curry. And he's going to be 25 metres as well. Can they get... there's 30 seconds to go. It's doable. They can do it. And a strong kick there. Mark taken. They beat it inside their 450 to Donvale. First to get there will be Ben Jeffrey. But Surrey Park got the numbers in there with Kane Falahay rushing that through out of bounds. And that might do it for half-time. Almost down here. We'll probably get a ball up, and that will probably do it. So the umpire throws it up, and that is it. That's half-time down here at Jubilee Park. It's Donvale 3-4-22 to Surrey Park 1-2-8. And first goal kicker for Surrey Park was Oliver Anderson with the one single there, with Nicholas Chancellor with one, and William Lada with two. That is halftime here. We'll stay tuned for the halftime after this third quarter action.
Yes, welcome back to Jubilee Park for the Eastland Division 3 Reserves Grand Final, Division 3 Grand Final day out here at the home of the Ringwood Football Netball Club. In this game, the first of two grand finals between Surrey Park and Donvale. It is Donvale who lead at half-time 3-4-22 to Surrey Park 1-2-8. Impressive start from Donvale. It has been a pretty contested game to start with, Blake, but the Vales, they deserve this 14-point buffer heading into the second half.
They do, and it's just, I feel like that first quarter was all them, and then Surrey sort of got things back on their terms early stages, but then, yeah, it's kind of like a mid sort of thing, but Donvale are kicking to that Accra Nation sort of win there down the end there, so it'll be interesting to tell where this will go.
It will absolutely be.
But I know you're very nervous, aren't you?
No, I'm not nervous, actually.
No, not nervous?
Surprisingly calm. Just wait an hour, then I'll be nervous. As we're just about to get set for the third quarter of action out here at Jubilee Park for the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final. Looks like Mark Steiner has been moved up forward as well from Surrey Park out of the centre stoppage. It'll certainly be interesting to see what other magnet switches have been made by both sides as Donvale move into position. As Blake said, they're kicking with a slight breeze towards the Accra Nation end to the right of your screen. Surrey Park kicking to the left of your screen. They were behind at half-time last time these two met, but that was only by 2 points in that meeting in the second semi-final. Surrey Park, a bit more of a mountain to climb in this second half. Can they do it? We're about to find out. Blake Tennant to get us underway.
Yes, we are. Two rucks going at it. They've been terrific. Swan's been terrific for Surrey Park here. Strong tackle. And it's going to be a ball up here.
It's hard to pick a best on for either side, I have to admit.
Oh, it has. It has. We don't like talking about that. I got in trouble last week when I was doing the Women's Grand Finals, and I picked the best on ground at the second quarter. So
we'll save that talk for the last then.
So here was Surrey Park get the first clearance of this third quarter. They get it long. Paolini involved there. But first to get there was Kobe Vitaka. He'll pick up the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. Big crowd. Look at the crowd here. Look at, the camera crew do a sensational job. But if we can get to the left just a little bit, if we can, and have a look for the crowd.
Well, they would have seen the crowd before.
Yeah.
It is a fairly big crowd out here. They've packed the hill.
That's it. That's it. Which is what we want to see as well. Donvale, another kick out. Getting once it there will be Surrey Park first, and they'll be wrapped up. It'll be a ball up.
So just over a minute gone in this third quarter. Still no change to the half-time score. The Swan and Fidelani, as they have for pretty much all day, go up in ruck. Swan won it down. Rowe won the clearance, looking in the direction of Mark Steiner. Picked it up cleanly. Pushed off his opponent legally. Handball over the top, finds Mitch Gale. High up and under ball inside forward 50. No mark taken. Who will win the foot race? It looks like it'll be Vitaka. It won't be. Surrey still managed to get it forward. Deutsch. Handball was fumbled by Lakiana as Donvale sent it forward. The mark was dropped there. They'll still get a chance to clean up, will the Vales, and send it inside forward 50 to no target. Nearly running onto there is Lada, who's certainly a player Surrey will want to put close attention into. Kicked 2 goals in that first half to increase his season tally to 10 as just about to have another boundary throw-in. Robert Swan going up in ruck. And it will be Lada competing in this ruck contest for Donvale on this broadcast side. Swan won the tap down from behind. Walking there for Garvin, who's come back on. Try to work it out through handball Surrey Park. Higgins looks like he's been swung down back. Donvale a flying shot on goal. It's to the right. Punched through by Nick Tanner. Donvale moved to 3-5-23. Surrey Park 1-8. Nearly 3 minutes gone, third quarter in this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final.
Yes, it is. Conditions is terrific out here at Jubilee Park. Sensational ground, of course. And a mark taken there. That was taken there by Joel Rhodes. So Joel Rhodes. He's played okay today for Surrey Park. The hand pass there. That's going to Declan Hauser. He does a kick. This is better by Surrey Park. Mark taken there by Robert Swan. Short kick. And that's going to be chopping the arms, it is. And it's going to go to Surrey Park to Jack Rowe. So Jack Rowe plays on. And a great mark taken there. That was by Gale, Mitch Gale, of course. The jumper change, of course.
Got a mean sleeve, does Gale.
He does. Play gets around, bit of a hold going on, nothing doing. Donvale getting a bit of pressure from Surrey Park. A lot of jumpers from Surrey Park here. And mark taken again. That was by Declan Hauser. He takes a kick. Handball there, another hold. Yep, that's a free kick, and that's going to Robert Swan. He's played terrific in the ruck for Surrey Park today. Hauser gets a handball. Kick there. Where will this go? It's deep inside. Surrey Park have got all the answers going forward as we talk, and a strong tackle there. That's going to be a ball up.
True centre-half forward out here at Jubilee Park. Can Surrey Park get the first goal, the all-important first goal of this second half? As Swan won the tap down. Donvale do well to read his tap, though. The kick out was to Noah Vale. Hayden Smith spinning around, looking in the direction of Liam Deutsch. It's out the back now. Kobe Vitaka picked it up cleanly. And umpire will call for a boundary throw-in. He nearly kept it into Vitaka. Of course, part of that senior premiership last year for Surrey Park, alongside a couple of players in this lineup, the likes of Michael Paolini, Ryan Higgins as well, who played in the first senior premiership for Surrey Park. As in the meanwhile, Donvale win this clearance. Cade Fidolani, kick was intercepted by Garvin. Handball was intercepted as well by Scott Heverin, and he's got a player out in the middle, Brandon Kapakalakis. Wheels onto his left. Will look to send it long inside forward 50 because he's got a player all by himself, and William Larder again just given too much space there from Zach Mulholland. And Larder can go back and add his third potentially on the board. And it would give Donvale a handy 21-point lead if he kicks truly. Been a threat inside forward 50 for Donvale. He's kicking from probably the slightest of all angles and from around 50 metres arc.
Big kick here, Josh.
It is a massive kick to potentially kick the all-important first goal of this second half as Larder comes in to the left, stays there. Donvale missing some chances early on there, 3-6-24. Surrey Park 1-8. We've played 6 minutes in this third quarter of the Division 3 Eastland Reserves Grand Final between Surrey Park and Donvale.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a slow scoring affair here, definitely. Donvale going for back-to-back premiership, snap around the corner there. It's in the middle sort of thing. Strong tackle. Hand pass there. All the numbers, and it's going to be a ball up there. So we're on the pocket here. If you want to recap, Upper Ferntree Gully won the 19s premiership over Knox earlier on today. And now we've got the reserves grand final with Donvale leads 24 to Surrey Park 8. So we're about 7 minutes into this Division 3 reserves Eastland grand final. And a strong tackle there. It's going to be a throw in on the pocket down here of Donvale's forward 50 here. First quarter was everywhere for Donvale, and Surrey Park were just trying to slow things down for Donvale. And here come they again to get a little kick, but it was a smothered one there. Where will this one go? Mark taken. And it'll be a boundary throw in. Tried to jinx him there, I reckon. And the umpire said, no, mate, I'll make the rules here. So the boundary umpire throw this in. Jeez, it's got back quite a bit there. It's like a passing rugby there. So play on. Heverin does a hand pass. Short kick. And a mark taken there. Jeez, he's playing well this quarter. Jack Rowe. On to teammate. Number 26 there for Surrey Park. Mark taken there, well done there. That was by Fitzalani. And we'll try to slow things down with Toby Nash here. Got the ball. And kick there. It's going to sit there a bit high there. Nothing doing. It'll be a ball up. Josh.
8.5 minutes gone in this third quarter. Surrey Park 1-2-8, Donvale 3-6-24. Just the two behind in this quarter for Donvale, as no one could win that ruck contest. Anderson was wrapped up immediately there by his opponent in Braden Bowden. And we'll have a ball up once again in the middle of Jubilee Park, the glorious Jubilee Park, as Fidelani won it down inside forward 50. Mulholland ran onto it first, was wrapped up by Kapakalakis. And we have another ball up, this time inside Donvale's attacking 50. They won't mind this situation, being all locked up the Vales, as Fidelani, the big fist, Kapakalakis, handball was an errand one. Hodges was wrapped up and not pinged. Umpire says, give it to me, I'll toss it back up. And it'll be Robert Swan going up against Fidelani. Ball up was won by Fidelani. Spun around, sends it to the top of the goal square. Tanner did well. Just chucks it on his boot. Tries to get as much territory as possible, but it'll be cut off. It's a long ball inside 50 and missing. Donvale 3-7-25. Surrey Park 1-2-8. Nearly halfway through this third quarter. 10 minutes, nearly 10 minutes gone of the Division 3 Eastland Reserves Grand Final. Surrey Park and Donvale.
Yes, it is. What can Surrey Park do? I reckon if they get the next goal, Josh, could be game on. Donvale just got all the numbers going at the moment in the reserves. Grand final, that's a bit high. It will be high, and it's going to number 56 there. That's going to go to Joel Rhodes. He does a short kick. Sorry, just trying to slow things down. Mark taken. That was by Lemaire. Paolini involved. He's trying to chase him down, the big fella. And here comes Donvale, gets a touch ball there. And a strong tackle there, and that's going to be a ball up. So we're outside, just about into the 50 arc down here at Jubilee Park. Tremendous ground, just terrific facilities. And they get the ball snapping around the corner. Donvale got heaps of numbers here. Yes, they do. This is good ball movement here by Donvale. They're doing terrific stuff here. Can take it all the way if you don't mind. 1-on-1 and a mark taken. Jeez, that was well done there. How good was that ball movement, Josh? That's what we love to see.
That was probably the best ball movement of today, I reckon.
They just
from
had
Donvale.
4 players just on
all
the
by
run
themselves.
there. And I don't think Surrey had an answer for that one.
Buckingham.
And Buckingham, Josh, I think you did say former Ferntree Gully man, is that correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Yep.
I think he started his career at Ferntree Gully and obviously come to Donvale the last couple of years.
Yeah, so Buckingham to kick Donvale's next goal. And he's hit the post. He's hit the post. 3-8-26 Donvale to Surrey Park. 1-2-8. We're about 12 minutes in to this third quarter.
Well, he's one of their leading goal kickers, James Buckingham. Kicked 12 goals for the season. But he's missed a couple of chances as Garvin's kick in is cut off by Kapakalakis. He could go back here, Kapakalakis, but just decides to go short into the hole. And there is Pollock, but picking it up was Donvale. Send it deeper inside their attacking territory. On the ground is Buckingham. Can he get a snap-on goal? He can, but it's out of bounds on the full. They're under pressure of Surrey Park. Donvale looking to add another score on the board. They lead 3-8-26 by 3 straight kicks. Surrey Park 1-2-8. They're missing some chances though. As Chancellor takes the intercept mark now. He's a bit further out and on a bit of a slightly more acute angle. from the set shot he had to end the first quarter to get Donvale second on the board. He decides to go short. Justin Wade sends it to the hot spot. 3 Surrey Park players against 1 Donvale. The 3 of Surrey Park win out. It was dropped there, the mark, and Deutsch gets it out to the Surrey Park Reserves captain in Hauser. Looks in the direction of Noah Alexander. It can't completely control it, and the 2 of Donvale win out. Send it inside 50. The mark taken by Buckingham. Had a couple of possessions in his attacking after the last couple of minutes, and that one again is an errand one. It's turned over to Robert Swan. Sends it out to the far side. Nick Tanner still in his defensive 50. Called to play on. Gets it out of his defensive 50. Looks for Fallahay. It falls for Mark Steiner. Managed to keep it in. Got Tanner calling for it, but he's taken over and might be pinged. Here he is. It's going to go in the direction of Scott Heverin. That's some really good play from Heverin and some good pressure once again from Donvale. Heverin inside forward 50. It's a good, well, not inside forward 50. It's a mark taken by Nicholas Chancellor. This is a very acute angle and right outside the 50-metre arc. And
He's already kicked 1 too, Josh.
He has, which was his second goal of the season. Can he make it? 2 goals in this Division 3 decider and 4 goals for Donvale. Gets a bit more angle. Stays to the right. And it's out of bounds on the 4. So the score remains 38-26 Donvale. Surrey Park 1-8, nearly 15 minutes gone, third quarter.
It is. It's all Donvale at the moment. Surrey Park, we're just pleading to get something going here for the Panthers. And they're trying to do that. And at the moment, it's all the Vales. They get a kick there. That's a great kick there, but it won't sit there for a mark. Got a short kick there and a player all by himself. He plays on immediately, and he does.
It's Buckingham.
Buckingham, I think he missed that goal. That was a sitter, Josh, and now he's got another. Well, he's first for the day, and that moves the score to 4-8-32 Donvale to Surrey Park 1-8. We're about 15 and a bit minutes into this third quarter.
They've got their work cut out. Surrey Park trailing by 4 goals. Donvale having most, if not all, of the territory in this third quarter. On track to make it back-to-back premierships in the Division 3 reserves. And that, I'm sure, will lift the senior lineup as they look to get back-to-back premierships. So do the Surrey Park seniors. As Swan and Fidelani once again will compete in this ruck contest for their respective sides. Ball tossed back up. Swan won the tap it down. Looking for Ollie Anderson, who applies the tackle. Can't dig it out. And umpire will call once again for this ball. So 16 and a quarter minutes gone in this third quarter. Of course, there is stoppage time in the second half of the reserves finals, including this grand final, of course. So there might be maybe 30 seconds or a minute or a couple of additional minutes in this reserves decider. As Swan, big fist forward, looks in the direction of Harry Lacciano. It's Swan who picks it up and sends it forward for Surrey Park. Vitaka was there, got the spoil in. Donvale have the numbers on the ground as they have had for most of the day. Get the handball out the back to Whitbourne. Goes on to his right. Kick was smothered. Still in dangerous territory for Donvale as Heverin clears, but his kick is intercepted. Ollie Anderson got Vitaka calling for it in the pocket. Decides to go a more dangerous kick. Lacciano couldn't take the mark. Deutsch is there off the ground. Got the don't argue on one. Couldn't get the handball away. And umpire says it was a throw. And there's a bit going on off the ball. Bit of feeling in this one. And I think the umpire is reaching to his back pocket as there's a bit more going on. It might be, a yellow card might be coming out for someone. It might be to Surrey Park. It's going to, it looks like Kobe Vitaka, who's been sent off. So that probably means Donvale get the free kick and 25, and Kobe Vitaka has been sent to the sin bin for 15 minutes as he trots his way to the bench. I was thinking the umpire was going to pull out another card. But it is just Vitaka who's sent off. And no 25 paid. There'll just be a free kick in the right back pocket for Donvale. Whitbourne goes to the far side, finds Toby Nash, takes a bounce, sends it to centre wing on the far side. He's got Kapakalakis as a lead-up option. Looks to go to the left half forward flank. Again, building this up nicely. Riley Curry, the leading goal kicker for this Donvale reserve side. His kick was cut off by Jack Rowe. He goes short to Ryan Higgins, who's been swung down back in this second half. And then his kick is intercepted. Nash working his way up the ground, sends it deeper inside forward 50. Mounts bites its way through. It has! Toby Nash with a brilliant goal for Donvale. They move to 5-8-38. Surrey Park 1-2-8. They have got a lot of work if they are to win the reserves premiership Surrey Park to do in this final quarter, Blake.
They do, Josh. It's kind of concerning.
It is.
Concerning times at the moment to be a Panther supporter. And it's dangerous times ahead as we speak.
And they've got a man down on the bench for 15 minutes at least, so.
There you go, Josh. As the umpire balls it up, Swan just takes it out and says, boys, just let me get it out. And Surrey Park again got the numbers. They bomb it forward. Here's that player at Anderson. He's already kicked one today. But again, it's all Donvale at this stage here. They get a hand pass. We're on the pocket down here. Down here with Jubilee Park, and a mark intercepted really nicely. That was by Kane Fallahay. He finds a teammate. And it looks like he just wants to... The umpire said, go back on your mark. He can play on, he does. A short kick. Play gets continued. Anderson involved. Does a kick. Where will this one go? Gets a little bit of a fist there. Donvale got numbers here. There's about 3 of them around this ball. Surrey Park got numbers, but Donvale will get there first, and a strong tackle there. That's going to be another ball up. This play continues on here at the park as Surrey Park coach walks past, the senior coach.
Jumping on pre-game, of course, for the Eastland match of the round.
You can tune in on 98.1, of course, and of course on the streams of Facebook and YouTube here today. Massive day down here at Jubilee Park as well. So that's just starting now as well. If you're on the car driving to this game, I hope you can tune in on 98.1. So there you go. So I thought I'd get that one out. So Swan gets the hit out. And a strong tackle will be a ball up.
So around 55 metres out from the Surrey Park goals. If they are to make a comeback, it needs to start here. Swan was pushed out illegally by Andy O'Meara. He's probably been Surrey Park's best. Goes the lateral kick. It was a dangerous one, but it still pays off Fallahay. There'll be a downfield free kick. Steiner took the mark anyway. And this to give Surrey Park their second goal. And Mark Steiner, he's kicked 10 goals this season in the reserves lineup. Played a couple of senior games back in 2022 and missed last year. But is back into the senior fold, or back into the reserves lineup, I should say, for season 2024 as he comes in. Slide angle from around 30 metres out after the siren. Gets it through. Surrey Park moved to 2-2-14. They still trail by 4 straight kicks at three-quarter time. Donvale 5-8-38. The goal kickers, all singles for Surrey Park. Mark Steiner and Oliver Anderson for Donvale. William Lardis still with 2. Nicholas Chancellor, James Buckingham, and Toby Nash with singles. We're going to go to a break here. When we return, we'll bring you the final quarter of action in this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final between Surrey Park and Donvale. Yes, welcome back to Jubilee Park for the Division 3 Reserves Grand Final between Surrey Park and Donvale. Donvale look almost home. There's still obviously a quarter to play, but they lead 5-8-38. Surrey Park 2-2-14. The Panthers did get a goal on the siren, or after the siren, to Mark Steiner to reduce the deficit to 24 points. They've got their work cut out for them in this final quarter. Will they be able to respond from a pretty impressive game from Donvale, Blake, it has to be said. They've brought the pressure for the first 3 quarters. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to continue bring it in the last quarter.
Yeah, they have. You know, they've brought a little bit of spark, Surrey Park, but we've got to give credits to Donvale. They've been a terrific sort of game that they implemented all today. So it should be a fascinating contest in its last. But I think if Surrey Park want to win this game, they've got to kick the first goal. I feel like if they get the first goal, remember they are going to your right of your screen as well, which is the, you know, a little bit of a slight breeze heading down there. It's Aqua Nation, of course. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be an absolute miracle if they can pull this one over. Yeah. A 4-goal quarter has to be for Surrey Park here if they want to win this game.
And they've only kicked 2. They have to double their goals today.
It's going to be hard, especially on a big ground as well, where it's a hard one to say. And unfortunately, I think Donvale might have this game in their sort of area, which is what they would like. But it's going to be impossible, I feel like. If Surrey Park want to win, they've got to kick 4 goals. And to bring you this quarter is Josh Ward for the last quarter of this Eastland Division 3 Reserves Grand Final.
Fidelani won the tap down. Gale won the clearance. Out to Kane Fallahay. Has plenty of space in front of him, but forced to throw it onto the boot. Looks in the direction of Oliver Anderson. Couldn't take the mark. Donvale have the numbers on the ground. Picked up there by Heverin. The kick wasn't a great one. Remy Lemaire couldn't grasp it as Fallahay was locked up. Ducked his head into the tackle there from Nicholas Chancellor. Definitely a candidate, I feel, for the best on ground, the blue ribbon medal. Nicholas Chancellor, been impressed with his game off half back as Swan. He's had an impressive game. Got it to Rowe. There's a holding free kick and it might be going to Surrey Park. It is. And Michael Paolini, he throws his head back in frustration because he's not going to have the shot from directly in front, but it's still a very...
Yeah, I don't know why he's complaining.
It's still a manageable angle as Paolini comes in now and gets the much-needed first goal of this final quarter for Surrey Park. They've got 2 in a row, the Panthers, 3-2-20. It's still an 18-point deficit. Donvale 5-8-38. Just over a minute played here in this 4th quarter, Blake.
I don't know why he was complaining.
Yeah.
Like, it's a simple kick, Michael. Come on, man. Yeah, better than that. God, what was he thinking? I don't know, but anyway. It is what it is. Maybe the nerves got him. I know he's a premiership player from last year, so
he is.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But that's what they needed, Josh. They needed the opening goal to get them going. As Swan gets a hit out here, another clearance going to the Panthers' way. Where will this one sit? Paolini, big bump there. Gets a kick. First to get there will be Donvale. They got numbers steaming forward for this ball. This sits terrifically. They get a kick here. Where would this one go? The intercept mark taken there. Well done there by Surrey Park. He was intercepted there by Noah Alexander. He plays on. Surrey Park now looking to go onto the attack and a bit of a hold, and it's going to be a mark. And no advantage called. Try to get there. So did. So his play will be brought back here. And a smutter there by Donvale. Looking around. They get a kick. Short one. Ball's going to be racing away, trying to get open. They do that well. It's player with Scott Heverin. He tries to get the ball there, and a play there. And Edison tries to get that one, and that will be a boundary throw in, Josh.
Forward of centre for Donvale. Can they get an immediate response and again make it a tough ask for Surrey Park? to come back into this game. Ball tossed back in. Swan had front position and the tap down to Mulholland. Mulholland forced to throw it on the boot. Nearly intercepted, but picked up cleanly by Ruben O'Brien. Dashes away, sends it to the half-forward flank. Ollie Anderson got it to Mark Steiner, who's on the run, can go for home. This is everything. In fact, it's just a behind. 17-point margin, 33-21, Surrey Park. Donvale 5-8-38. They look like they're running over the top of the ground at this stage, Surrey Park. Donvale holding up for now.
Yeah, they do. I'll try slow things down here. Donvale. Sorry, I feel like they're just coming at him here. Kick there, and it's a holding free. And it's going to Donvale in Fitilani.
Tried to take the advantage there as well, Donvale.
He did. So Fitolani, I think it's Chancellor. Chancellor gets a kick. It's moving forward. Well done here by Donvale. They do get it out. They get a kick there. And it was by Lucas. Sorry, get a chain of hand passes going forward. Doing terrific things here. Bit of a high, and it will be high. Advantage called. They get a kick. Oh, he's going to go. No, it's not. Will it? No, it stays in. They get a hand pass. And a high tackle, not called. It'll be a ball up. So we're getting there. We're just waiting for Surrey to get another goal here. And I feel like this game could be game on. Of course, Surrey ran over the top of them early in the third quarter, last time they met, fourth quarter, Josh. So they are known of that.
They absolutely are, but Donvale will get this free kick. As James Kenworthy just runs past us. He's up and about. He's confident. He's confident the Surrey Park development team can run over the top. As Ryan Higgins took the intercept mark. On the half-back flank is the 2023 premiership player for Surrey Park. Down the line he goes, finds Mark Steiner, dove for it, but took the mark ahead of Scott Heverin. Looks inboard. Might go just long down the line where Donvale have the numbers. Paolini came crashing through. On the ground, Deutsch, he can take a bounce and potentially go the dribbler off the ground. Gets it there! It's an 11-point ball game. 4-3-27 Surrey Park. 5-8-38 Donvale. That's a coach's goal right there from Liam Deutsch. And a much-needed one again for Surrey Park by 6 minutes gone, final quarter.
Yeah, like I said, Josh, they ran over the top of them last time they met. And it was an all-Surrey goal from there. So this is huge, Josh. I did say the first goal has to be crucial.
Absolutely.
For this game as well. This is going to be an absolute great game of football. We're about to witness down here. I gave him no chance, but Surrey have responded with two big goals there. Swan gets a hit out there, a strong tackle. They get another kick here. They get a clearance going forward to Surrey Park, and they do that well. They get a little bit of a fist there. Step around the corner. Where would this one sit? And it's going to go to Donvale. They get a kick there. Plenty of black and white behind the goals there. Big crowd as well. Strong tackle. They get a hand pass. And it's going to be a ball up here. Surrey Park, they're coming. And they're up and about here.
Absolutely, they are.
They're about to explode if they get this next goal, which would be very crucial for them. Ball sits there. They get a kick. Flies up and takes a mark there. It's a great mark taken there. That's by Pollock, Josh Pollock. That's a kick. Don't know what happened there. Downfield.
Might have been a hit off the ball potentially.
Yeah. So downfield. It's going to Surrey Park. They bomb it in here. And a mark taken there. Well done there. That was by Donvale. They just get it forward. Buckingham involved there for Donvale. A strong tackle. It's just going to be a head fight going at it. It's going to be an arm wrestle. Chain of hand passes. Going to Donvale. It's just going to be who wants it more. They bomb it in forward. They've got a player open and they do get there. This will be a huge goal if Surrey can get this going forward. It's Remy. It's by
Mark Steiner.
Of course, sorry. Changing the numbers. I forgot about that. So he can kick Surrey Park's third of the quarter. The crowd will let us know, Josh.
They absolutely will.
Steiner will go back here and kick Surrey Park's fifth of the day, potentially. 50 on the arc there. Lines up. Kick it's on its way, and it's there! Surrey Park get their fifth of the day. And that moves the score to 5-3, 33 to Donvale, 5-8, 38. They're coming, the Panthers.
They absolutely are. James Kenworthy came past us before and he was confident that they'd be able to run over the top Surrey Park, and they've got the only 3 goals of this final quarter. And remarkably, it's a 5-point ball game. We might be in for another tight Division 3 reserves grand final, Blake.
I know. I'm sure our camera crew would not like a close encounter.
Swan won the tap down. Can he win the clearance? Luckiana moved into midfield, got a handball out, but it was intercepted by Mead. Wade got it out. They work it out through handballs, Donvale, and apply a good tackle. And the ball up still in the centre square of Jubilee Park. What can Donvale do? They need to kick a goal sometime soon because Surrey Park have all the momentum as Swan moves it forward, moves the chains forward. O'Brien applies the tackle. Umpire will call for it once again. And it's just the ball up. Braden Bowden couldn't get a clean possession there for Donvale. As Swan won it down, Whitbourne read it best, sends it inside forward 50. Can they kick a goal here? Donvale. Pollock did well, got front position. Donvale have the numbers on the ground. Handball back to Kapakalakis, sends it inside 50, intercepted by Nick Tanner, who goes back on his mark. Just going to slow things down a little. Short to Mitch Gale. As he goes out to this broadcast side, it was a dangerous kick. Oliver Anderson in front position. Donvale have the numbers on the ground. Kapakalakis got it out to Roper. Inside 50, Donvale go. No mark taken there. It was almost taken by William Larder, and the ball will be tossed up. Dangerous territory for Surrey Park. It's nearly directly in front of the Donvale goal, Blake. They need one here.
Yes, they do. Deep inside. Surrey Park have just decided to show up after 3 quarters. And they get a kick there, do Donvale. Sorry, Surrey Park. And they try to get things moving here. And a 25-metre free kick as well. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, off the ball potentially.
Oh, and a big almost hanger. And it's going to be wrapped up, and it's going to be D's. The pressure's lifted here. So, trying to get it going here, Donvale. They've been so good in this game, but so have Surrey Park. They've come back really good here. And a mark intercepted there. That was by Nick Chancellor. He's played pretty well for the Vales too, Josh.
He has. He's a contender for the Blue Ribbon medal.
Yes, we will talk about that off air, Josh. We're not going to talk about it in game.
Oh, we'll see.
I got in trouble last time. So Andy O'Meara takes an intercept mark. He bombs it in. Big fly. Couldn't get there. Ball's just going to roll. Surrey Park got numbers. Mark taken. And that's a strong tackle there. Declan Hauser had that. Got a hand pass. This is good footy by Donvale. They get a kick and a mark taken. Just trying to slow things down. They get a kick. Good footy here by Surrey Park here, just to slow things down. They get a kick there. Surrey Park got numbers around. Anderson involved. Strong tackle there. Ball will race out of bounds, and it'll be a boundary throw in. This is where you want it, Josh.
Absolutely. If you are a Surrey Park fan, they trail by 5 points. As we've said, they kicked the last 4 goals and 3 in this last quarter. Can they get a goal here? Of course, there will be stoppage time. Paolini going up in ruck. Decides to take it out. Got it to Steiner. Goes the snap. It'll fall short. Donvale man just kicks it off the deck. It's a foot race now when Donvale win out. Some good pressure applied. Maybe too much, yes. And there'll be a free kick going in the direction of Donvale as Toby Nash is a bit sore after that. Looks like it'll be going to Luca Mannion. This free kick in front of a big contingent of Surrey Park supporters. They've packed out Jubilee Park, have the Surrey Park faithful ahead of their senior grand final. As we wait for Nash to clear the area. So 14 minutes gone. Surrey Park 5-3-33. Donvale 5-8-38 as Mannion. His free kick. Higgins was intercepted by Higgins. A decent grab there by the big man. Sends it long and deep inside 50. Looking in the direction of Mark Steiner. Got hands onto it. Paolini on the ground. Goes the snap. Misses. 5-4-34 Surrey Park. Donvale 5-8-38. They are pressing here, Blake Tennant.
They are the Panthers. 14 and a half minutes gone. Look at the black and white supporters. They're going to blow off if Surrey Park gets this next goal. Donvale just need to be resilient here and just hang on. Mark taken there by Michael Whitbourne. He just wants to slow things down. He does. And Mark taken there, that was by McNamara. Plays on here. Ball just bounce. And that might be deliberate. And it isn't. We're not playing AFL, mate. What's going on here?
We're just waiting for the rucks to move into position, I reckon.
Yeah, I think everyone thought it was deliberate, but I don't think there is really much deliberate in the Eastland Football Netball League and local footy. So Donvale get a kick here. Who's this going to sit? Get a fair bump there. Another strong tackle, and it's going to be another ball up here. Outside the dugout down here. Player just slow to get up here for Donvale. That player is Fitalani. He's played terrific in the ruck, but same as this ruckman in Swan. He's played terrific. And that was high. It's going to be a high tackle going to Surrey Park here in Oliver Anderson. He does a big kick there. Big fly, not taken. It's going to be another ball up here. So, umpire will ball this one up. Throw this in, sorry. He does that. Shot kick there. Swan gets there first. Gets a snap around the corner to the Paolini direction. And a hold, maybe?
They were calling for the free kick behind the goal, but they're not going to dupe the umpire.
He must be a crowd favourite, Michael Paolini.
He is definitely one. Of course, the senior assistant coach as well is Paolini.
Yeah.
As this ball about to be tossed back into play, it looks like it will be Paolini that goes up in ruck. He takes it out, goes the snap, again misses. 5-5-35, Surrey Park, Donvale 5-8-38. Donvale have held up really well in these later stages.
They have.
It's going to be a very, very close finish out here at Jubilee Park in this Division 3 Reserves Grand Final. We might be waiting a while for this ball. As we get a reserve ball now, so bit of time off the clock. Of course, as we've mentioned, there will be time on. There will be stoppage time in this grand final, as there has been for all finals that have taken place in the reserves and the 19s across all 5 divisions. As the kick in from Michael Whitbourne goes to the far side. Strong hands there by James McNamara. Right half back, fine Keith's got it. Sends it long down the line. Tanner pushed out his opponent. Mulholland was taken high by Kapakalakis. They continue to press Surrey Park. It's been mostly played in their attacking half this final quarter as Mulholland sends it inside 50, looking for Mark Steiner. Went up against 2. Donvale win out, got the numbers on the ground. But Surrey Park applying some pretty decent pressure. They might force the turnover here. They do. Swan to Fallahay. Fallahay inside 50. Whitbourne back with the fly. Took the mark in the back pockets.
Yep.
And a chance for Donvale to rebound. As they send it long down the line, and it's might have been out of bounds on the full. It is out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will be taken by Robert Swan. Just going to unload and send it to the hot spot. Steiner coming in from the side. Paolini was there. Donvale have the numbers on the ground. Calls for ball from the Surrey Park players and from the faithful behind the goal. Nothing doing. And it's going to be tossed up. Paolini once again will compete in this ruck contest. From the side there was O'Meara. Whitbourne manages to clear. Heverin with the kick off the ground. Outside of his defensive 50 there. Again continuing to hold up while Donvale. Lada working his way up the ground. Kick was cut off by Nick Tanner. Has it right in front of the scoreboard. Which reads Surrey Park 5-5-35. Donvale 5-8-38. Looking in the Swan direction. Oliver Anderson is on the ground. As it's Paolini. Deutsch with the snap. Misses to the left. Missing some chances of Surrey Park now. They're 5-6-36. Donvale 5-8-38. I'd say we've got about possibly 2 minutes of stoppage time here, Blake.
Yes.
It's going to be a very tight finish. Potentially another 2-point.
Can we have OT, Josh? I don't want to talk about it.
I don't think we will.
No.
I don't think so. It was a good kicking in the end, Blake.
It was. And it's going to Donvale. And it's going to a player, Ben Jeffrey. He kicks it. But here come the Vale. It's got players, a high tackle. And it's not called. Richie on the paint right now as we speak. This is a big game here. Swan gets a hit out. He's been tremendous for Surrey Park.
Hopefully it's an omen for the grand final to come, Blake, the senior grand final.
I know you'll probably be nervous, Josh, in that one.
Bit more nervous. Yeah, maybe. Still feeling
Yeah.
nervous to call the game, of course.
Yes, you'll be hearing Josh's voice after this game as well in the senior game. It's a big strong tackle there. Surrey got the numbers. They get a kick. Around there is Donvale. They get a big, strong boot here. Where would this one go? It sits well. And a big, strong tackle. It's going to be a ball up here. It's going to be a tight contest. If we had Brain Brasher here, what do you reckon you'll be saying? 23 minutes or 22?
I reckon 22 and a half minutes, and maybe not too much longer.
Here we go. Donvale got a kicker race up around the corner. Where would this bounce? It's a good one for Surrey Park here. They've got numbers to the ball here. Strong tackle. And it's going to be a ball up, Josh. This is going to be tight. It's intense. It's entertaining. It's got everything here, Josh.
It is grand final day at its finest. Swan won the tap down to Donvale, though. I reckon the Vales are going to hold on here. There might not be too much longer left. They have held up well after Surrey came charging. There it is! Donvale are back-to-back reserves premiers in a close contest out here at Jubilee Park.
Kevin Collins up and about.
He certainly is. Donvale 5-8-38. Surrey Park 5-6-36.
We are the Donvale boys. We are the good old green, black and white. We're the team that sticks through thick and thin. We do our very best to earn our win. We love our football. We play it fairly, we hit them squarely, and they will know that they'll be playing against the good old green.
What a win for the Donvale Football Club. Don't forget to stay tuned to the post-game presentations. Blake Tennant will be leading the charge down on ground level. But what a terrific victory for the Donvale Football Club in the reserves. Can they replicate it in the seniors? Tune in to 98.1 Radio Eastern FM and Facebook and YouTube to find out.
Congratulations to Donvale Reserves in an absolute nail-biter there. If we could start to get players and patrons, supporters and all over to the podium, we can commence the medal presentation. Thank you.
Welcome to the 2024 Eastland Reserves Grand Final presentations. Commemorations to Surrey Park Reserves, tremendous season, doing a terrific game. Well done on a great performance and comeback. And to Donvale, congratulations, back-to-back reserve premiers. I'd now like to invite Tim Finney-Moore to present the medallions and the Blue Ribbon medalists. The Blue Ribbons medalists, a long-time partner of the EFNL, have awarded a Blue Ribbon medal. For the player adjudged best on ground. And the Blue Ribbon medalists from Donvale, number 34, Kate Fidelani. Alrighty, let's start the battalions. Here we go with number 15, Toby Nash. Number 16, Brandon Kapakalakis. Number 18, Michael Whitbourne. Number 20, Daniel Mead. Number 23, Scott Heverin. Number 24, Will Lada. Number 26, Dylan Sinashish. Number 27, Braden Bolden. Number 34, let's invite him back to the stage. The blue ribbon medalist, number 34, Cade Finolani. Number 36, Sean Mark. Number 38, Daniel Roper. Number 42, Luke Mannon. Number 43, Ben Jeffrey.